Mark Miller, Sawyer Brown in the studio with us. Woo! I love Mark so much. Dude, good to see you. Good morning.
Thank you.
First, congratulations on a great career that Sawyer Brown has, and you, and new music for the first time in 20 years.
Yeah.
A documentary directed by Blake Shelton.
What?
You got a book out. You got playing shows.
Yeah, 100 city tour.
That's crazy, man.
We need your vitamin regimen. Yeah. Because you look like and you're still doing all the stuff. You're still doing all. Do you think that's part of why you are in shape still?
Well, yeah. I mean, I have to stay in shape to do the shows, and the shows keeps me in shape.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Like a hockey player at the beginning of the year, they're like 30 pounds heavier. By the end of the season, they've dropped it.
Right. Yeah, right. So tell us about this documentary. Blake calls you and says, how does this come about?
Okay, so Blake actually produced the album. And then when we were doing the album, my daughter directed and wrote the documentary, and Blake signed on as executive producer.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah. So
I don't know what producer and director. I couldn't tell you what the difference.
Well, executive producer is the person who puts the money up, right?
He didn't put any money up.
I thought that's what it was.
Mark's like, he was very quickly to tell. No,
straight right
no,
now.
sir. No, sir, he did not.
So what is it? Is it just a title and name only?
Well, he's in it. Like he did a great interview in it. He's like a historian of our band. He's like a big. We were his first concert. The Races On was the first record he ever bought.
What?
Yeah. So it's pretty cool. He's a true historian.
That's awesome, man.
Is he kind of gurmy around you?
No, but there are sometimes I think he even gets a little nervous. I think.
Oh, that's adorable.
That is really
that.
cool. I think that is great. Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't realize. I mean, you didn't know that.
No.
And think of all the other artists that you don't know that feel the same way.
Yeah, I mean, I know how I feel about when I'm around, like people that, we toured with Kenny Rogers. He was awesome to us. We were out with him, and then we went with him and Dolly on the Islands in the Stream tour. And any time I was around Kenny Rogers, I would always get nervous,
kind of goofy.
Yeah, because because he's like up here.
Yeah,
for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he came in one time. And we did the interview, and at the very end, I think it was Bob was like, hey, we're not even on the air at the time. And Bubba goes, hey, can we all act like we're holding cards and we're playing poker together?
I had to.
And I was like, no, don't do that. But can we do that though? Because that'd be cool if we could do that.
So we did. We took the picture playing. So it looks like we're playing poker with the gambler.
Yeah,
Yeah. And it's one of my favorite
Right
pictures.
so good.
where you're sitting in that chair, and on that mic and everything.
and Kenny has a great sense of humor.
Oh yeah.
But man, you have to understand, when we were out on this Islands in the Stream tour, he was the biggest artist on the planet.
Oh yeah.
So
all genres.
Yeah. So he had like a DC-9. And he had two homes.
It's an airplane.
Yeah.
Right.
So he had a home in Bel Air, and then he had a home in Athens, Georgia. If we were touring on the West Coast, he flew home every night. And if we were on the East Coast, he flew home every night to one or the other, every day. So
Wow.
yeah. So we were allowed to go with him.
What?
And so we called it Six Flags over Athens.
Oh, that's when you have the golf course and everything?
Golf course.
Yeah.
Fishing. He had these Odysseys, these,
Yeah, the old Honda Odysseys.
The whole, yeah.
That you would roll.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we did.
Yes.
What a great story.
Yeah.
He tried to sell us when we got rid of all of it, he tried to sell us the lion heads. When you come onto a property, remember those big lion heads?
Yeah.
He wanted Bob and I to buy one. I'm like, dude, we can't even buy half of a lion head.
But you know what? I wish we would have bought the lion head now. Then people would come in and go, why is there a lion head in here? We'd be like,
well,
we
sit
bought
down.
it
You ever been to Six
Yeah.
Flags over Vegas?
Yeah.
All right, Mark Miller with us, Sawyer Brown. Desperado Troubadours is the new album, and it's exciting. We'll talk more with Mark coming up. Hang on. Mark Miller from Sawyer Brown joining us. The new album is out. It's called Desperado Troubadours, first new music from Sawyer Brown in 20 years. And the documentary that is – when is the documentary coming out?
It'll be out later this year
Okay.
and we haven't cut the deal yet with the streaming service, but it'll be on one of the streaming services.
Okay.
You know what I think is crazy, though? Okay, so this is the first album out in 20 years.
Yeah.
That means you put out 24 albums in a 20-year period
Yeah,
prior to that?
yeah,
That's insane.
Yeah.
yeah.
When you think about the amount of music that you guys put out and then the time in between, I'm so glad that we finally have new music from you guys.
Yeah. Well, initially, like because we were discovered on Star Search.
I remember. Yeah.
I tell my kids we were the original American Idols.
Yeah.
But and also, we were a country rock band trying to get on country radio. So we were selling a lot of records. So the label was just pumping out albums. Because I think they thought this might end.
Ride that horse into the ground.
Yeah. Looking back, they're going, okay, let's get another one out, another one out.
Yeah.
Till the wheels
And-
fall off.
yeah. I remember. I mean, we had a gold album that it didn't even have a chart single on it because
Wow.
because country radio wouldn't play it, but the album still went gold.
That's,
So-
I mean, there's no, I can't think of another group. Well, I'll take it back. You got like Alabama as a group, but like Alabama, Sawyer Brown, man, there's not a whole lot of these groups and these bands that are able to withstand time like you guys. It really is impressive.
Well, you know what? The only time we've ever taken off was COVID, and everybody had to. But this year we're going to cross our 6,000th show.
Wow.
So we and this year's a 100-city tour. So and we've never done less than like 90.
That's crazy, man. 6,000 shows. Is there one that stands out as just a total nightmare?
Oh yeah,
The bad ones. It's like we want to hear the
That's
bad
the one
ones.
I want to hear
The bad
about.
yeah. So my booking agent Kurt Motley, he's like he was our intern. He started out as our intern, and now he's ended up being this big
Yeah, worked
booking
his
agent.
way up.
Yeah. So he's really funny. So he books this show, and it's at Opryland. So, and those guys, your manager and stuff, they never show up at those kind of shows. It's a private, and they're there. I don't know, why are they here? So I go on, I do the first song, and there's no applause. We do the second song, there's no applause. And so now I'm challenged. So I'm going to talk to him.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna kick out my funny stuff. I'm gonna bring it. So we're on like fourth song, and I look over, and he is in the wings, and he is crying. He's laughing so hard, and so he finally tells me. He says they don't speak English. He says it's an IBM convention of all men, and they're from South America. He said, "Good luck."
But why wouldn't they even clap, though? I mean, if,
I don't know.
Who knows?
culturally, it's some little disconnect.
Hey,
Yeah.
But looking at from the other side, if I were them seeing me up there flailing,
Yeah. Doing the Mark Miller
yeah,
dance.
exactly.
Some girls do.
Yeah. It's like going, no, I ain't
He's
gonna.
a snake charmer.
Yeah, there's something wrong with this guy.
They probably tell stories about you. They're like,
Yeah.
one time we went to America
Yeah.
and saw Elvis.
America is so weird.
We did it. We did a show in China, and they had never heard Americanized music, and when we started like moving on stage, the guys were just rolling in the aisles. They were laughing so hard. They were
The
just
audience
like,
was?
oh, just gut laughing.
It was
Because they'd never heard like rock and roll music, so they'd never seen anybody move. So we were up there, they were just like splitting a gut, man.
Did you feel silly at that moment? You're like, what are we doing?
Oh, 100%.
We look like anime characters.
But by the end, it was really cool. By the end of the concert, they were up dancing and rocking.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's right. That's
It
the
was.
power of Sawyer Brown,
It became
baby.
You know, that's what music does.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty cool.
Oh, that's so great. Real quick, your book, The Boys and Me, My Life in Country Music Supergroup, Sawyer Brown, is out.
Yeah.
So make sure you pick that up, and the new album, Desperado Troubadours. It's available now. And also, we'll look forward to this documentary.
Yeah.
Sometime this year.
Later in the summer.
Later
Yeah.
in the summer.
Yeah.
And we'll work out where it's found.
It's going to be on YouTube.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. He said it.
All right.
He said
Well,
it.
it says so right here. It says
Okay.
view the trailer on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah. The trailer.
Oh, all right. So it's going to land somewhere.
It's a mobile home. View the trailer. So
You're so great. Mark Miller, Sawyer Brown. Make sure you get the album. It's available now. Desperado Troubadours, the one and only Mark Miller. Thank you, Mark.
thank you all.
Well, because over the years, teenage kids have told you to like and subscribe, we don't have to say that anymore.
You know what to do.